Hey folks, it's Lindsey Huddleston with SPS back in the building over at Lutheran Westland High School, home of the Warriors. I'm here with the coach, good friend of mine, doing a great thing, Dymetrius Ware. Coach, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing just fine. Blessed to see you. Blessed to have you here. Thank you for coming.
We were able to work things out. We got a chance to talk over at BCAM. We had a good conversation. We've been trying to put this together for a year or so.
Yes, we have.
I couldn't even get down here, my hometown Detroit, but I was in East Lansing at a press conference with Coach Izzo. I see the OG, Mike Garland, as I'm walking out, and I'm talking to him. I say, man, I'm going to see Coach Dymetrius Ware. Do you know him? He say, man, he talking about I'm his mentor or something like that, man. But that's, his low-key way of saying it. But I say that to say is that it was just on my heart to say, Coach Ware? And he had nothing but great things to say about you, man. And that's awesome how you move around and how your name is and how we met, several years at the Rachel Williams Foundation, and just all the great things that have been happening to you, man. But thank you for welcoming me to your great program, to your great campus. I've been well received by everyone I've met. Even maybe as a Mr. Ray, the industrial, the shop teacher.
Yes, it is.
He let me borrow some scissors. Got to chop it up with him for a minute, too.
Right.
Everything's been great around here.
I appreciate that. Great. We told them when you were coming, they were all excited about it.
Okay. Well, no problem. So talk about how this is. This is year 3 for you here at the program, and how's this process been from day 1 to being in year 3 right now?
It's a building process, but we're glad about it. To be honest with you, we're a little bit ahead of schedule.
Okay.
My first year, we thought we'd have some rough spots and some learning spots, and we finished second in the conference.
Really?
Yeah, we went on a 16-game winning streak, and we wind up finishing a game and a half a game behind in the conference title. We got 2 kids on the all-conference team, and Christian Fontaine, one of the young men. He made the dream team, and we had another young man make the dream team. And so last year we did the opposite. We had a rough year. We did a 16-game losing. we got better at the end of the year. We made some adjustments and got better. So this year we're right where I want us to be, and so we're really excited. We're 2-2 right now. We played Shrine, and we played Cabrini at Allen Park. So we're doing a pretty good job.
Well, help me understand. I'm putting my sports psychology hat on early in this conversation. How do you stumble upon a 16-game winning streak? I think every coach in America wants to know how that happens.
You know what happened? I'll be honest with you. It wasn't really me. It was our guard at the time, one of the young men here, who he just took the players took charge of the team, and they just bought into what I was trying to get them to do. And I really didn't have to push it. And that whole team, there was a senior-laden team, and the seniors bought in, and everybody.
They wanted a legacy,
and they wanted a legacy, and they bought into it, and they played their best, and we had a really good season, and it's carried over, like I said, with Christian and Roker and some other players that have been here with the program. They've tried to carry over that culture, and culture is what you accept. You know what I'm saying? So
say that again.
Culture is what you accept.
Wow.
And so
simple but so powerful.
Yeah,
you're right.
And that's what we've tried to get them to understand, what our expectations are and what we'll accept and how we want those things to be. And some of them don't make it, but that's why we pick them up and we help them to get better.
You're still there with them,
right? We don't give up on them. We try not to.
Coach was I'm still caught on that, because what I get from that is Coach Izzo, I was with them earlier. They always talk about a player-led team is always better than a coach-led team.
It is.
But it's when young people hold each other accountable is you can really see some success.
Exactly, and that's what we're doing here this year. Like I said, we're ahead of schedule. Christian and Nathan Rooker and our new young man who's a junior, Jaden Means, they've come in and they're just leading the younger guys and making a point of emphasis to follow along what we're trying to do and what we accept. And we accept them to play hard defensively. And we talk about PTT, talk, communicate, and point, talk, and tell what's going on.
Yeah,
so those are the things that we want to see and hear them making noise and talking and communicating with each other. And they've bought into that, and they've got it going all the way down to the end.
Yeah.
My assistant coaches have been a great job as far as just communicating what I want and giving them a lot of the opportunities to coach and do a lot of the stuff that I can just watch and help instruct. It's been a blessing as well. So we got a good staff, and they know my personality. They know when I'm in a bad mood.
You get in a bad mood?
No, I don't get in a bad mood, man. They know when to pull me back when it looks like the tea might might be coming.
Yeah.
So that I'm proud of them, and they've done a great job too as far as the administration here.
That's great, man. That's great. Well, I just can't get over all the different schools that I go to, man. Just such a hidden jewel this is. Even not even the great facilities inside, just outdoor.
Yes,
just
sir.
seeing all the space that you have.
Yeah.
You know, how do you feel being a custodian of such a great program?
Blessed.
Yeah.
I'm blessed, man. I told Ryan, our athletic director.
Ryan was nice to meet.
He's going to have to throw me out of here.
Yeah. You ain't going nowhere.
I'm not going nowhere. I'm 50. I'll be 59 in March. I'm staying until the finish line.
A good thing.
Yes, I'm staying to the finish line, and I'm happy and blessed to be here. And as long as they want me here, and we go to the football games, we go to the soccer games. Everybody here is, if they're not a 2-sport, some are even 3-sport
I
players.
noticed that you gave me a heads up on that.
So we dictate that, and I talked to you about that earlier. Coming from DePorres, we did that, and it just flowed, and we didn't have, this is my guy, you can't have him.
Why do you think you have that mindset so much where people feel they got to protect their assets like that?
Well, it goes back to culture again. It goes back to, if you want to just keep something to yourself and you don't want to share with anybody else, that's your culture. You see, so we try not to have that type of culture.
And you'll probably get the results of that too.
Exactly the results of it. So we encourage and we actually demand the guys to do something in the spring and the summer.
Really?
And Steve does it at Cass. They coach at King. Good buddy George does it. So all the good ones do it. Yeah, not saying that I'm a good one, but
you're a good one.
I take from them.
Every time everywhere, it's like
Vito and them. So that's what we do.
No, you're a good one, man. You must not owe nobody no money, because everywhere I go, I say your name. They say, "Oh yeah, he cool, man. That's a good thing." You had a great experience this summer. We talked about this at B-Camp. Talk about your experience down in Memphis and what that was like.
Man, that was fun being around some of the greatest.
What was the organization again?
It was this NABC and the NCAA merged together to work on getting player more development and getting locked into having some type of I don't want to say control, but mechanism where they're able to get these kids to come in and be more seen than on the AAU level.
Yeah, different level of exposure.
Different level of exposure for them.
Sure.
We had Team USA down there.
Oh yeah.
And they were playing, and so they had that exposure as well. So that whole facility down in Tennessee that they had was great. You're playing 15 games at one time. Every Division I coach came in, and then we were all paired off with college coaches and high school coaches together. So had a great experience down there and really enjoyed it. The coach I was Gary Stewart is one of the masters, one of the best known coaches in the country. He was my assistant. We were assistants each other, and so he did the offense. I did the offense. He did the defense, and it worked out, and we won our bracket. So we were happy with that.
You walked away good.
Yes,
Coach, you continue to have a stellar resume with experiences from the coaches you work with, the people you know. How has it been that you've been able to kind of continue to make a name for yourself in your coaching career like this?
It's not really trying to make a name for myself. It's trying to live the way Christ wants me to live. You see, and if I can do that the best I can, then He gets all the glory, and then that just shows me as the kind of person that I want to be.
How you stay so humble?
It's because of Christ, man.
You can beat your chest, man. Do you know who I am? Where I've been? I know you wouldn't do that.
I can't count backwards from 10 to 1 half the time.
He's okay.
So it's just a blessing. I get frustrated at times, and so just as most people don't realize, I'm deaf in one ear. So a lot of times during games when we're in high volume situations, I'm screaming, but I'm not screaming. But everybody think I'm crazy because I'm screaming.
Really?
So a lot of times I had to tell referees, hey man, I can't hear, so I'm deaf, and they don't believe me. So those type of things where that humbles you and gets you to understand.
What the ref say? That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Right, exactly. Like they say, I didn't see that one. I can't hear that.
Yeah, right.
Say, oh yeah, I didn't hear that whistle.
Yeah. Oh wow.
So that's just those little things keep you humble, man, and thanking the Lord for being in the position that I'm in. It's just nothing but God has blessed me. And you ask a lot of guys, they'll say he came from nowhere. Because I didn't play Division I or Division II basketball. The best I did was we finished in the finals at Wayne State University in '83 in the intramural department.
Okay, got that on the intramural.
But I played some high school football a little bit, and I played baseball.
Well, then your son went on and did some great things with football.
Yes.
Too.
Oh man, I'm so proud of him. He was a walk-on at the University of Michigan, 5'10", defensive tackle.
What? That don't even sound right.
I tell you, it don't sound right. But he had a great coach. He had some great coaching. One of them was Greg Carter. at DePorres for 2 years, and then at Inkster for the last 3 years of his career. And so, with just knowing all the people that I've been blessed to, and my family's been blessed to, it opened the door where Coach offered him a walk-on. Coach Rodriguez offered him a walk-on, and he took it. And he got blossomed. If you don't mind, there's a story I want to share.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
It's about that, and it goes like this. His senior year, they had played, Michigan had played Georgia State, I believe it was. Anyway, Michigan beat them by 62 to nothing. Real big score. And my son didn't play, and he got upset, and he was mad, and he was so mad he didn't want to walk with us after school, after the game home. So he got home, and I'm mad, and my wife's mad, and Rich Rod, how they do that to that poor baby, blah, blah, blah. And I'm screaming, and then I'm going to call Rich Rod in the morning and tell Rich Rod, that ain't fair, let that boy play, blah, blah, blah. So I was about to call him, and something said, don't call. So I didn't call. I said, you know what, I'm going to call the position coach. Said, don't call. So I said, oh, okay. I said, Lord, you know what this man done done to me. I got to call, and my baby hurt. So anyway, when your kids go off to college, they don't call you unless they need some money or they done got in trouble.
Get me prepared. My baby's 11. Get me ready.
Exactly. So on a Wednesday morning, we sitting on the couch watching in the TV or something. I get a phone call from my son. I said, this Dominique. I said, why is she calling me? So he said, hey, Dad. I said, what's up, Dom? He said, I'm all right. I said, what you doing? He said, nothing. He said, guess what? I said, what happened? He said, Coach Rich Rod made me the captain of the Michigan State game. What? He wound up being the captain of the Michigan State game. Let me ask you a question. What do you think would have happened if I'd have made that phone call?
That wouldn't have happened at all. He wouldn't have had nothing. He might say, Dad, I walked on, they want me to walk off.
Walk off, exactly. That's my point of the story. That's the point of that story that I'm trying to get across. And when I was at University of Michigan in Dearborn as an assistant coach and as a head coach, every recruit that came into our building, even at OCC, came into our building, I give that story.
Tell that story.
Let them know.
Because sometimes you get so caught up in the moment, not seeing the long-term output.
We told them that story here. We tell them when we have our parent meeting, I tell that story every year.
Just to let them know. That's outstanding. Well, you're doing a great job here. I'm glad that I found another great place that I can keep an eye on. Just seeing some of the promise in some of your athletes and some of the athletes that aren't, really on the radar, but just a great program, being coached really well and all that.
Christian scored 32 the other day, 29 the day after that, and another night he scored 28. He's averaging almost 30 points a game right now. I can't get a Division II coach to come in and look at this young man. He's been on every dream team in our conference. He's made honorable mention Detroit News, honorable mention Free Press, and I can't get one D1 coach or D2. Now, I don't even need a D1 coach, but I just need a D2. I got a couple NAIs for this young man, but this young man can play at any level. He can handle the ball, he can shoot, and so anybody that you're looking for a point guard or a two guard, he's right here in Westland, and you can come and take a look at him. My doors are always open.
I like that. And as Christian Fontaine, we're keeping a name like that as memorable. Coach, I appreciate you. Finally, any shout-outs you want to give before you get out?
Hey, I want to give a shout-out to my wife, Adrienne Ware. Appreciate everything she does, the time away that I have, and she comes home. I come home late. She takes care of me, and so I want to thank her and my family, my daughter, and all my grandkids, and they support me, and they come to games. And the Westland family, the Westland comes out. They support us, good and bad. They've always supported me. They've been kind to my family, so I appreciate them, and we appreciate the administration here in Westland.
Yeah, I get it.
In the city of Detroit, obviously. That's old Central guy right here, so we get a shout out to Detroit.
Yeah, that's good. And veteran coach like you, smart. I reach out to you, smart. You thank your wife at the beginning of the season, not the end. That's what the veteran coaches do. The rookie, you have to learn that. The rookie say, wait till the last day to say that. Well, John, I can't tell you how much I appreciate our friendship and our growth.
I'm looking forward for it and growing even more. So
same here.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You going to the Final Four?
I don't know yet.
You got to come down to Arizona and we can go to eat some steaks.
Okay, all right. Hey, good. You're going to have me fat and happy down there in Arizona. So we'll see. With that being said, guys, this is Lindsey Hudson with SPS, and we'll see you next time. Peace.